Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're all doing well. Last video I showed what you'll need for the track and how much things cost. I also took you along for you to see how we prep for the upcoming track day. If you haven't seen that yet, you can check it out here. To recap, Nico is looking to get bumped up. Brian, who you'll meet, also is hoping to get bumped up to rookie group. George is looking to improve his lap time, and I'm gonna experience my first track day in advanced group. So you're excited. You're about to take your bike out with no traffic in the way, no pedestrians, no cops, no kids chasing bounty balls. You and your bike, free as can be. And then this happens. Yes, shit happens. In this video, we're going to talk about crashing, not the technicalities of why it happens, but the mental aspect of it. So sit back, grab a drink, and I hope you enjoy this one. Since the creation of the first motorcycles, to the leather helmets and highly dangerous trackboard racing, it's more than a hobby or something to do to pass the time. We all share this passion. From then, up to now. The feeling of moving in harmony with the machine and moving as one. A lot has changed since our first track day in novice group. Technology on the bikes have changed. Tire technology has changed. We have changed. But the thing that remains is we still share this passion. And when everything clicks, and you reach that blissful feeling of joy, it brings you back to the whole reason you ride in the first place. The feeling I'm talking about can only be experienced on the track. That is where I believe you will experience this for the first time. If you haven't been to the track, go. See what your machine and what you are capable of. I guarantee you'd be very surprised. As we finish setting up the last cones, turns 8 through 10, I contemplate on all the years of riding, my improvements through the years, my nervousness of being in advanced group, my desire to feel that feeling I felt before. As riders, we accepted the dangers of what it brings. At least we think we do. You never really know until you are tested, and as riders, we never want to experience that test.
So we got a perfect day, and there are no excuses to crash. Let everything get good and warmed up. Take it real easy first couple laps out there before you whip it up.
Come on, man.
Because I see too many people crash on the first turn, first practice session of the day.
I'm telling you, Marlon, today,
Yeah?
sub 140.
Sub 140, so I think you can do it, man.
I think I can do sub 130.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Might be a little stretch, but I just send it into each corner.
I don't know about that. So Nico starts his endeavor of hitting sub 140s. He's been safe and consistent with his riding. Getting bumped up to the next group isn't just about being fast, it's also about being safe, following the race line, being mindful of others around you, and not doing dumb shit. Oh, and you see this guy here? This is Wheelie Mike. He's one of the coaches helping to train Nico. Do as he says, not as he does. Being scared is a defense mechanism that keeps us from, well, injury and death. It's that thing in our mind that pumps the brakes when we reach that comfort limit. The thing with this when riding motorcycles is that this quote-unquote pumping the brakes can actually be the thing that causes you to crash. If you're riding at the track, or the street for that matter, you will have those oh shit moments. Things like target fixation can happen. A few people commented on my ZH2 crash video about me target fixating. Well, I did. I got scared. I'm never one to say I'm perfect, and I'm after all just human. You don't know what you'll do until the moment happens. It's like you can prepare for something and run it through your mind. Oh, I will do that if this happens, or I will do this if that happens. But only experience can truly prepare you for the next time. Some people have no fear. This can be beneficial in that you ride it through a situation and make it through just fine. But it's also very dangerous to have no fear. It's good to have a little bit to keep you in check. Don't think you are a badass because you don't get scared. Be careful. You could end up dead, and being dead is not badass. But with that in mind, understand your comfort limit. That I would say is the most important thing. Don't go balls to the walls. Go balls close to the walls. Go 75% of your ability when pushing. This allows you to have a decent buffer for if and when things do go wrong. Know your limitations, not of just your ability, but know your comfort limitations. Know where that line of fear is for you. You'll get faster as you get more experience. Don't rush it.
Low side.
How close? Did you see him? Because I was right in front of him, and when I turned
No, I didn't see him. I just saw the scrape marks.
So Nico's been improving his lap times with each session he's gone out on today. And as he predicted, he broke into the sub 140s. Brian has been riding in the same group with him. Oh yeah, so this is Brian. He has a few track days under his belt. He has also been improving his lap times today. He was out there this session that Nico went down. George was also out there this session coaching.
Now he was with me.
He was rolling.
He was.
Because that's a whole lot of fucking metal. Hey, them skinny guys slide along. That bike, that was fun. I was like, he was right at the apex when it went. He was doing what he's supposed to do.
Mike, he was rolling good.
Dude, he was rolling the first session. Then he's ridden all year. He was rolling pretty good. He'll be fine. I'll
Airbag went off and everything.
Yeah.
Somebody on the last lap crashed again.
Right there.
Seriously?
What happened? I see you and the bike separating and sliding onto the pavement, coming out into the grass. Like, oh,
Like
did you
slow-mo.
tumble? You're like trying to save it, Marcus style.
You will have to take it up and get reset before you can go back out. As I always tell riders, if you start feeling bad and everything like that, just go up to EMS. Doesn't mean you got to go anywhere, but they'll give you a once over. Check you out. Doesn't always hurt to try. So,
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
not
it.
a problem, buddy. Y'all be safe out there.
After going down, it sticks with you, for some more so than for others. Just depends on what your tolerance for danger is and how badass you are. The first time I went down was on turn 4 at this track. I've mentioned it in my other videos. This happened many years ago. I had a low side. I slid most of it with a couple of tumbles at the end. My bike was talking to me that day. I felt the front give out here and there throughout the sessions. This was something I hadn't felt before, but I ignored the warnings and I kept on riding at the same pace. End result was a low side. I had no injury to my body, just a little bit to my pride. After a crash, you will think, what went wrong? What was I doing in the moment? Did I squeeze the brake a little too hard? Not hard enough? Did the bike jerk? Is my suspension not tuned right? You can go into a rabbit hole of why this and why that. Sometimes it's easy to figure it out, and a lot of times only the bike gods would know. I was hesitant to go back out right away after my low side, but I knew if I didn't, the thoughts of the crash would eat me alive. I went back out, and from the get-go, I was a whole 30 seconds per lap slower. I was now scared. I didn't trust my front tire, I didn't trust my bike, and I didn't trust in myself. This is exactly what happened to Nico. His lap times were slower, and that's okay. For many of us, it's expected. The most important thing is getting back on the horse, continuing to gain that experience. You will slowly regain that confidence in your tires, confidence in your bike, and confidence in yourself. As you probably figured out by now, Brian also did go down on the same day that Nico went down. Thankfully, everybody was okay and everything was good. I don't know about you, but for me, it's always there. You don't want to think about it, but you do for a second. Then you knock on some wood, don't think about it again. And then sometimes they make you think about it on the intercom in the morning announcements. The fact of the matter is that riding on track or on the street is dangerous and things can go wrong. We don't want to ever think about it or have it eat away at our thoughts, especially when we're trying to focus on improving our skills in riding. The thought of, what if I crash? What if it's bad? What if my bike is total? What if I am total? These thoughts can come up, and they do for me, but just acknowledge it and move on. Stay focused on your riding. And as I said before, if you stay within your limits, take your time, learn your bike, learn yourself, wear the proper gear, you'll be just fine. As for me and my first time in advanced group, well, I didn't ride much this time, having electrical issues with my bike. But I got all of that figured out, and I did make it out to the following track day. Here's a flying lap with me on board. Thanks for watching. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check them out. Please like and comment your thoughts on crashes. Share your experiences. We all have different thoughts, and it's always good to hear from others. Alright guys, I know it's basically winter now, so for those of you who are still riding, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.